Hello everybody, Woody here. Well, I'm just trying to expand maybe what I do in my videos because I'm not getting the kind of viewing rate that I would like, so I just thought I'd expand it so I can use different titles to try and draw more people in. So this is going to be about Temu. Now, I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, that's how I pronounce it. Now this is the first thing I bought off Temu, was this shirt. I bought another one with it and it came to $33 all up. I think this one was about 18, the other one was about 15. Now, this shirt is reasonable quality. It feels quite thin, but then it's very stretchy. It doesn't feel weak or anything. I got it in a 4XL because I'm sort of floating around in my weight at the moment, so I probably could have gone a smaller one. This one's got quite a lot of room. And this is good quality for what it is. So I bought a few other things and we'll just go and have a look at them. One of them was this green screen behind me, which I intend to use when I can sort out my lighting in here. This is just a dark corner of the room. I've got the overhead lights and a spotlight on at the moment so that you can actually see me here, but as soon as I get that sorted out, I'll be trying to use that sometimes. Hey, if you've watched my videos, you will of course remember the Temu calendar. The world's greatest mushrooms. Now, the one thing I'm not sure if I did mention in that movie is that this is one of those ones where I didn't read the dimensions, and as you can see, this is smaller than you would expect for a calendar to be, but still a very funny item and something that my wife really loves. Now, amongst the signs I have on my wall, that Indian one was bought from Temu. WD-40, which is full of double entendres and quite funny if you're of a certain age. And recently, the old Dukes of Hazzard there, and Boston. Now my children got me some of these other ones. There's another, this is not a drill. My children got me some of the other ones from Temu. I don't know what they paid, but the thing is that most of these came from Silly Sollies and they cost $3 each. So they're actually cheaper than Temu, but of course you don't get to pick the ones you want. Those two Triumph ones there were considerably dearer. But yeah, I really enjoy being surrounded by all this old advertising. So yeah, this is my place where I come and sit when I want to feel happy, and it certainly does it for me. Now, a couple of other things we've got here. These go, this I should say, this goes on the end of the lifting part on my floor jack. To protect what you're lifting. It's not a soft rubber, but a rubber. It's better than the hard steel. This one is a little bit too big, and this first one I bought is very, very small. So I would have preferred this profile at this size, but they seem to be one or the other. So yeah, this one here was another case of me not reading the dimensions before I ordered. Yeah. What else do we have over here in my blast cabinet? I have a filter, which I bought off Temu, and I have that there because I have now set up my blast cabinet so that my vacuum hooks onto the side of it so that I can suck the air out it while it's vacuuming so that I don't have so much worries with dust. Here in this shed, which is a lot smaller than my other shed, I need that. So yeah, I don't have the airflow that I had there before. So yeah. Another thing I purchased that, once again, I did not read the dimensions, was this little screwdriver set. I needed probably not going to see him on there. I needed, this is not exactly a tri-lobe. Where are you? I think it's actually a tri-lobe. It's more like a 3-prong Phillips. And I couldn't buy one from a reputable source, so I thought, well, bugger it, I'll just get one off Temu. I didn't realise that this was basically a, I call them electrician set, but that's not the word, a microscopic set. But anyway, it was reasonably cheap and it did the job. So yeah, I found that quite good. Well, this is the green screen. It works better than I expected. I was quite surprised. I was just playing around when I shot the first bit of video and I thought, goodness me, that's actually worked. Alright, a couple of things about Temu. One, I bought all this stuff because I needed it. I'm not in a position to be able to just buy stuff to open it up and throw it away, because that's how you get views. It's just not something I can do. Temu didn't sponsor me at all. This has all been paid for by me. I've read a lot and seen a lot about Temu and whether or not it may or not be unethical, or whether it's trying to cripple the industry and how they're relying on cheap postage. And I have a bit of an agreement with that. We live in Australia, obviously, and I think that everything coming in from overseas should have an extra $5 charge put on it, just to make it a little bit fairer. You know, it's unbelievable that, like, I bought a fuel tap for the Honda and it cost as much to post it as the fuel tap cost. It worked out to $12 for the tap and $12 for postage. Now, I could have ordered the same one from a Chinese company, Wish or something like that, probably for $5 with free postage. So it's not fair that the local companies can't compete. So even though I do benefit from buying things cheaply from overseas, I truly believe that we need to have a little bit more of a level playing field. As to the unethical treatment of people, I mean, I don't know anything about that. You can argue it all you like, but the fact is everything we buy comes from countries where we don't know what's going on there. So it's just part of what we deal with. Do buying cheaper items stop people from buying good items? Once again, that's an argument I've heard, but as I think I've said before, I'm not the sort of person who's going to buy a snap-on screwdriver, although I have one snap-on screwdriver. I'm not the sort of person who's going to jump on the snap-on truck and spend $350 on a set of screwdrivers. However, if I was in a position where my Milwaukee screwdrivers or my Stanley screwdrivers were constantly breaking out, then I would step up to the point where, yes, I would get the snap-on screwdrivers, but there's no way where I'm standing now that I'm going to go and spend that sort of money. So I think there's all sorts of arguments for and against, but this is where we are and this is where we're at. You can only do what you can do. And when you look at what's going on in the world with Palestine and the Key Scott Bridge collapsing and what's happening in Korea, there's a lot bigger things to be worried about than whereabouts you're buying your cheap things from. Anyway, that's just the way I look at it. Everyone's got their own way. So I hope you have a nice day, and I'll talk to you later.